It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Bills on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd down and 13. They're going to look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ronnie Hickman there charging in from the secondary to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Allen. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Allen going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. A 3rd and long. He knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Bigsby. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here's the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Milton Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Allen. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
In our game, we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. He's going to keep this again. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. First target, first catch, and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And a yard at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He can't get him down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On third down, he'll drop to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're in position to do so.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the backs coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Hands it off out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cowboys 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
1st down, Dallas.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.